let us know, Janine, when you're ready to go. Okay, we are reconvening the Logan-Cache Airport Authority Board meeting after closing the meeting. And before we get to our adjournment, was there anything else from board members?
Yeah, just following up on the board minutes from last time. So the airport emergency plan, you guys in the board minutes, it says you reviewed that, made some changes, you had some committees that got together. Does that need board approval?
So we just reviewed our current, we didn't make any changes to it.
Okay.
We just reviewed it as required by the FAA. We have to review it with those that are concerned each year, and that's what we did. We just reviewed it. We read it line to line, and you know, if this happens, this is what resources are available, and if X, Y, or Z happens, then you know, all we
Gotcha.
do is review it.
Just a review, no changes.
Right.
And then under Leading Edge's expansion and their site request, it said that we approved Leading Edge lease expansion and new site for the maintenance shop. Do we need to further clarify that? Is there something we as a board need to do on that?
I think my interpretation of what we did at that point is we gave direction to our manager to negotiate the lease. I think Ryan made the motion initially on that. And his motion was that, if I remember correctly, that we gave direction to our manager to start the negotiation process. But it was pointed out at that point that there were many steps that had to happen still before a final approval could happen. For example, Jeannie mentioned they'd have to go through the planning committee, planning commission with the city. So I know some questions came up about what exactly our action meant when we voted at that meeting.
I think ours is a support of the process to move forward.
Yeah.
I don't think we are the end approval of a building, obviously, but allowing the lease to be expanded, and that would be done through apparently the footprint. So.
And relocating the other one.
And relocating the other one to a new lease.
And those footprints were included in the attachments.
Yeah.
So as the maker of the motion, Ryan, you're providing some more clarity on what your intent was.
We were intending to move forward. Is that not?
I just want to make sure they're not leapfrogging someone else on the wait list for a hangar to say, oh, well, we found them placed for a hangar to take their existing, to put it in that compound area, if you will, to move that and leapfrog anyone else that was in line to having a hangar assigned to them. So I just want to make sure we're not holding anything up as a board, that Scott and Leading Edge Aviation can be moving forward if in fact.
He's come to my office and we've discussed this. He is moving forward. He just wanted to make sure that I had the understanding of what he's moving, where he's moving it. He did bring up, you know, the lenders and people that are concerned that way. We want a long lease. Can I do a 50-year lease? I don't see any reason why we couldn't do a long lease, as long as, you know, the ability to raise, you know,
Sure.
keep up with the market value of land lease. So we've had that discussion.
And the land area that he's proposing to move his existing building to over there by the building he bought with the tower, is he already leasing that land, the parking lot? I don't remember. So that's an argument then.
The parking lot does include, is included in his lease.
If I may, to alleviate jumping the line of somebody, one of the projects this year is Taxiway Kilo, and the development of that is explicitly to generate space for hangars of that size. So obviously if someone's waiting for a 40 by 40 hangar, they're not going to get this spot anyway because it's a large hangar. The development that you are currently doing, or will be doing this year, explicitly brings those spaces online.
It would be nice for us to, at some point, review the lease, or review the list, so that we know who has what.
Yeah.
So I've been talking with Janine. We're up
Okay, so that will go online. I saw the request to make it public. I didn't know if they would come in and request from you or, and then there was well, it was Mr. Milne had made a presentation last time about a grant of $20,000 and said, okay, it's up to the board authority how we're going to spend that money. Does that ring a bell?
Yes.
So is someone looking at that? Bob, are you looking
That's
for?
where your salary's paid out.
Wait a second. Was that his Christmas bonus? Is that what I just heard? So it says the airport authority board needs to make the decision as to how the funds will be spent.
Basically,
I haven't started anything on it, no, I haven't done it.
and I think it was 18,000,
Oh, okay.
yeah,
What can it be used for?
anything on the airport. Well, that's not quite right. I think.
Economic development.
I think he said it cannot be used to repair a tower.
The hope from that committee was that it would be used for economic development purposes, but I think it was given with no strings attached is
Okay.
my memory.
So maybe we could put a new sign out front or something like that. Yeah. Okay.
Did you have any other follow-ups?
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Was there anything else from any board members before we adjourn? Okay, seeing nothing, we will be adjourned until our next meeting on February 6th. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Okay.